and gentlemen, boys and girls, after 27 years, it finally happened. May I present to you Super Mario RPG Remake. Holy moly. Wow. I've watched this trailer a dozen times at least already, and it's only been out for like an hour. So I'm going to go through the trailer and give all my thoughts and speculations on what's new and what's faithful to the original. So let's just watch the whole trailer first. And there it is, November 17th. I've already pre-ordered mine. Holy moly, it looks so beautiful! Look at that, it's just so good! The first thing you can see is that they changed. It now says Mario House, it doesn't say Pipe House. So that was a small change that they made. And Mario looks so short here, I don't know why. The music. You can see from the way he's running, it looks like they kept the 8 directions instead of having it omnidirectional. The chests look pretty much the same as the original. They kept their classic treasure box instead of like question mark blocks. There's Geno's Forest. Looks the same. It all looks the same so far. And then right here, they actually added in cutscenes. This is when Mallow is chasing Croco. So all of those like 2D cutscenes that we had in the original, well, they're like fully fledged cutscenes now. That's crazy. This one is the cutscene of when the star goes into the Geno doll. This is when Bowser goes and smashes down Booster's door and Booster Tower. This is probably when Peach floats down out of her tower when you get her as a full party member. Okay, so this is where things get interesting because the battle is a little bit different from the original. You can see in the bottom left there's a meter. Not sure what it is. My thought on it is that it's probably like some sort of party attack, because you'll see it go up when they take damage, when they do damage, etc. And then on the left you see 4 chain. I'm not sure what that is, if that chain affects anything. Another thing for new players and old, if you look above Mario's head, there's the exclamation mark. So it actually tells you when to time your hits and when to time your defenses. And you'll see later, it'll say what moves you cannot block. So you see perfect block there. It came up with like this little, I don't know, barrier in front of him, and he took 0 damage. So perfect blocks are still in the game. And even though he did not take any damage, the percentage for the meter in the bottom left, it still went up by 3%. And now we get to see Mario doing an attack with the Knock Knock shell. And this is interesting as well. Because if you see, first of all, the meter went up yet again for doing damage. It looks like it did a crit on the Donkey Kong, and that's what the little star around the number is. But not only that, it looks like it actually chained over to the Wiggler, because it hit both of them. That was never something in the original. And then on the left, we see, it says regular boost, action gauge, magic attack, attack speed. I think that where it says regular boost, depending on what you do and like how well you time your attacks and everything, I think that affects how much the meter will increase, like the percentage in the meter. I think the more that's there, the better boost you'll get. That's my thought, my guess. In the bottom left, you see everybody's HP, their portrait, their name. On the left, you see the FP that they have. Showing the FP there is pretty nice. It didn't actually show that in the original. You actually had to go to your special moves menu to see how much FP you had. So again, you can see above Peach's head, it tells you when to time the hit. Then we get to see Croco. Looks as glorious as ever. Birdo. This one right here, the sunset. The sunset and Yared. Yared looks amazing. Holy moly. It's so beautiful. And then the sunset in the background. I can't wait for the parade at the end. Well, before the parade, when it's showing Johnny with the sunset in the back, it's going to be amazing. Looks like we're seeing Water Blast here. There's the Mega Smilax. So right here, in the top right, it shows what move the enemy is actually using. In this case, Mac is using Flame Wall. And it actually tells you that you cannot block it, which is interesting. So you'll be able to know what moves you can and can't block. I think that's definitely something good for newer players. Again, Blizzard can't block. Now right here, you know, this is typical Nintendo. They kind of dialed back Valentina a lot. Her boobs are smaller, and they don't jiggle when she gets hit. Which, you know, it's neither here nor there. Like, people are like, oh, but the boob jiggle. It's like, it's classic Nintendo. Of course they're going to dial it back. But I think what they reduced in Valentina's chest, they kind of increased in Dodo's tummy, because he's looking awfully round there. He's just a little bit round. He's Big Chungus 2.0. There's Bowyer. This is right at the beginning of the game when Exor comes down and knocks out Mario from Bowser's castle. Now, this cutscene I'm the most intrigued about because I have no idea when this would be. My guess is that this is when Gino is right after the Bowyer fight, when Gino is explaining to Mallow and Mario how like the Star Road and Star Pieces work. That's my guess. Otherwise, if it's not there, then I think it's a completely new cutscene, or it could be part of like the preview at the beginning of the game, or possibly like the ending credits. Then you see Mallow's face, his scared face. I think he actually bounces off of Gino. Gino kind of like just pushes him. Or he just dodges him completely. That's all. But yeah, this, I don't know when this cutscene would happen. And here's another one. When in the world is Bowser, Mario, and Mallow flying in Bowser's Koopa car? That never happened in the original. It's a completely new cutscene. I don't know when it would happen. And then right after, you saw in the corners, you had Mario in the bottom left and you had Mallow in the bottom right. So this could be like right after what we saw, them flying in the Koopa car. And then this one right here, this looks like Gino's handguns, maybe? But I don't, like, because we already saw, like, regular attacks and stuff. And we also saw Mallow's Thunderbolt special attack. So I'm thinking, like, this could be maybe, like, some sort of limit break or something for the characters. I don't know. Maybe that's what the meter is. Once the meter fully charges, then you can choose one character to use, like, a special attack. Like a limit break attack, sort of. I don't know. It also looks like it could be like Gino Beam, but I don't think they would have this full-on cutscene for it. And then right here is Mallow. He's like this looks like some sort of limit break attack, right? And it's definitely a lightning attack because you can see the thunderbolts in, like, around his hand, and he has like this lightning aura type thing. So that's what I'm thinking these two are, like some sort of limit break attacks. And this is the ultra jump. It tells you how many hits you have. Yeah, that's pretty normal. But I'm not seeing it actually telling you when to hit the button on the ultra jump, so I'm thinking super jumps as well, it's not going to tell you. Maybe it doesn't tell you when to time your attacks on every attack. Or maybe that was just the last jump and you can't actually time it. Who knows? And then here's Midas River Waterfall Cave. It looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Then here's the minecart minigame. This one always gets me. This is when, if you say no to bringing Peach back to Mushroom Kingdom, everybody gets mad at you. There's Booster. That's all we get to see of him. And then, yeah, that's it. That's the Stargate cutscene. Always beautiful. November 17th. God, I can't wait. Cannot come soon enough. Yeah, that was my thoughts, my speculations. Hope you enjoyed. Tell me in the comments what you thought.